Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, it's coming on.
Yeah, what's...
all right. Calm down, Jack. We just started.
Can I ask you about the puppet?
How can
last
you be
week?
both? This? Yes. This was...
That's an old picture. I remember what that's from.
It was the only thing that... There was a few odd pictures that came up when I Google searched your name.
Whoa.
So this was the safest one. Sadly, his mouth apparently fallen off. Like he tried to chew out my bag. But he looks like he's all right.
That's from
this was because you
Name
were not
Redacted
here.
video where I was reading fan fiction.
You were young and needed the money, I know.
Yeah.
Unlike today. And
Pauline.
No, we still need the money.
it's no longer young. You were not here last week, sadly.
Yes.
We had somebody else cover for you, and I thought, well, combine the two things that people like most about the podcast, you and that puppet thing. Someone said it at one time, and here he is. And they were selling us at Poundland.
Was everything better
For a
with
pound.
puppets?
The comments were like, you know what, this might be all right. Let's see how it works with the real Jack to balance off the
Table getting flipped hour later on.
Yeah.
Real Jack smacking puppet Jack.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, we'll build it up.
Fever throat.
Are you
Jack
gonna,
versus Jack.
Oh, you're going to keep the new Jack in the podcast as well?
New Jack.
That
Did you
can't
hear
be
that?
its name.
Did you hear that? Yes, I think we should. I don't know. We'll ask.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea.
No.
He sounds just like you as well.
Does he?
It's stunning how accurate he sounds.
Have you seen PWG this month?
Oh, that's...
Right.
Wow, you know that's what I was going to say. What's your opinion on the news this week? Well, let me just get out my Wrestling Observer newsletter and I'll copy paste it.
Nah. Right.
So, speaking of which, what's happened in the news this week?
God, where to begin? I'm stalling. I can't think
Okay.
of... I've been off for a few days. I'm way behind. There's been some stuff. Ring of Honor Best in the World happened. The New Japan had some shows over here. I went to Osprey's event last weekend.
Osprey's event.
Frontline in Stratford.
Oh, he was running that.
Yeah.
Oh, how was it?
All right. The main event was Chris Ridgway and Keno from Dragon Gate, and they just kicked each other a lot hard.
Ridgeway's been eventing now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Haskins had a good match. It was just a nice event. And then at the end, because there was a lot of Japanese stuff. They had young lions. One of them was Scotty Wainwright.
Or was it?
What do you mean?
He's changed, hasn't he?
He's lost a lot of weight, and he's like changed
Facial
his
hair in his hair. Different man.
Yeah, he looks stunning.
Is he gone over there, like,
What?
to be a young lion?
No. Osprey's promotion had young lions.
Oh, see. Right.
Frontline has its own young lion system of British trainees.
I understand, but I didn't realize Ray Wyatt was a trainee.
He's not, but I'm guessing he'll be one of the young lions who breaks through onto the roster.
Okay.
I'm not
guessing.
convinced it's the same man, me.
Okay.
Looks very different.
But yeah, it was decent. And then I saw Aladdin at the theatre the next night. What? It's decent. It was
How
well
was
good.
Aladdin?
Yeah, full of impressive choreography as well, and flips and stuff. Quite similar to wrestling, really.
Right,
Yeah.
Who was in Aladdin? Anybody famous? Or
No, I
infamous?
didn't recognise anyone, but they were good.
Brendan Foster.
No. But it was all
he
right.
might be dead, is he?
Brandon Stroud was in it. No, that's a different Brandon.
I mean, what we're saying here, there's been no news apart from wrestling events that have happened, I think, this week.
Pretty sure.
In England, bringing it home.
Oh.
That's a thing that's happening.
And speaking of England bringing it home, Walter and Osprey wrestling for the first time at Defiant soon.
Who? I mean, the promotion, not the wrestlers.
Oh,
Okay, very good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never heard of them either. I think they work with Frontline, maybe.
Maybe.
And Pete Dunne versus Ilya Dragunov. So
where's that? Oh, Progress.
Progress.
The Wembley
at
show.
The Wembley.
Oh, that's going to be naughty.
I mean, part of me goes, it's just a big match. There's no build up to it. But the other half of me goes, it's going to be Ilya versus Pete Dunne. So, Dubek Stubb trying to invade the UK before the USA gets its meaty talons stuck in. So that's nice. Anything happening in your world?
Just football and soccer, you know? The soccer and the football.
Yeah, there was
Impact
that
announced.
match.
Yeah, I don't know. Colombians. Impact announced another Twitch versus another company thing, but I can't remember who the company is because I haven't heard of them. It's three letters, begins, one has an A.
AAA?
No.
No, can't be right.
I would have known that one.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, they've got, don't know who it is. And it's on the postcard.
Fair enough.
Should have researched this a bit deeper before I came in here.
Yes.
Just saw the headline, walking in there before.
Okay.
So yeah, that's happening soon. Don't know when.
Is it Lucha Libre?
Oh,
Don't know.
there is a
We'll move on, shall we?
bit of news as well is that we're all doomed because there's a new Rev Pro British, there's a new champion of Britain, and it's Minoru Suzuki. So it's the end, isn't it? Thundercloud's
Hang on.
coming over. It's all going to just kick off.
Champion of Britain.
Is in the Rev Pro belt. The big Rev Pro belt's called like the
not my
British Heavyweight
Britain.
Championship or something.
That sounds like a dirty racist, but I mean,
But yeah, Suzuki won that, so he's now our king. I think that's how it works.
Not my king.
yeah, awesome.
Dads and Brexit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Who?
We've won penalties now and do anything.
Exactly. And Maradona
Off
had
his
the
Finelli.
audacity to complain about the ref not doing his job.
Silly.
What, when he didn't send off that Colombian for headbutting a man in the face?
That's right.
Yes.
It's shocking that Henderson decided to headbutt that poor Colombian in front of his head.
Anyway,
Yeah, I can't think of
wrestling.
much else happened in
No.
wrestling. Oh, other than Bray Wyatt, car crash.
Oh, Christ, that's
Oh,
a thing
yeah,
that
that's
happened.
a big news.
Apparently it was his fault, according to TMZ. So make of that what you will.
Did he ring up his insurance? And say,
Was it you?
yeah.
Also, more controversy, but we can't really touch on it yet until more details emerge. But Taylor Hendricks.
Oh no, let's just go ahead.
We're not talking about that. All right, Taylor
Let's
Hendricks.
not go too deep.
Let's
with
not
it.
go too- yeah, it's a bit
that,
controversial.
right.
Don't
Yeah.
look at yourself.
Joke about.
Because,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
right,
it's a serious one. She said that she's claimed that she was taken off TV because she wouldn't sleep with Jay Lethal.
And this sucks because on
I-
one hand, it's people who, are accusing people of this should
Yeah.
be able to.
Yeah, yeah.
At the same time, people did point out that the storyline with Jay Lethal and all that was long over by the time she was finished with the company.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. People who watch Ring of Honor, which isn't me, have told me this. So it's gonna be interesting to see
staying
where this
totally
goes.
out of that.
Yeah, you know what?
We
Yeah.
can't comment
I know,
until things
I
are
know. I'd be very, very sad if it's true because I've met him and he seems proper sound. So I'll be very sad if it's true. But yes. Anyway, Bray Wyatt was in a
there's
car
news
crash.
about-
Nakamura got bit by a dog.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I was going to say there's news about this podcast.
What?
Maffew.
Yes, there is. We've listened to your tweets asking what the hell's happening with this being an audio form only. So you want to get the visual splendor of the two Jacks. But yeah, if you want to do that to your thing, we are now going to be part of Acast.
Correct.
It's A for Alpha, Cast for Cast.
.com/Cultaholic. You can find it there or on the Acast app.
That's at acast.com/cultaholic.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it just so we all said it?
Acast.com/Cultaholic.
Full House. Great stuff. And it's also soon coming to Spotify.
And it is on iTunes.
It is on iTunes.
We've fixed it. I don't know how or who, I think, but we've fixed it.
But most importantly, on YouTube as well. I don't know why it's most important.
It is, because
'Cause
that's where we make the money.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Got it on here.
Yes, it is.
So it could be time for only one thing.
To
What?
take off all
Is that
our
English?
clothes.
Yes. Jesus. It's time for the Hall of Fame.
I want to take my Hall of Fame off.
Yeah, there we go.
What happened last week? Did my puppet get a nomination or not?
No.
If it did, no one cared.
Right, okay, cool.
I last week chose the amazing Hulk Hogan versus Undertaker feud of 2002.
Motorbike.
With the best choke slam ever as well.
The greatest joke slam of all time.
I'm
And-
sad I missed that.
Yeah, well, you can watch it on the WWE Network.
I wasn't here, so I didn't know.
Sam picked
Yeah, well, fine.
Michael P.S. Hayes' rat tail. I guess you can call it that. When X-Pac snipped it off on the plane ride to hell. And put it on the... I think, was it Michael Hayes put on the door and said, what was it? Reward for whoever
Yeah.
finds out who did this.
And again, I'm going to point out the way Xbox tells the story that as he's getting to do it, everyone on the plane's turned around going, and he does it. As soon as he did it, everyone went, yay! He just scored a goal. So I love that story.
Then I went for Jennifer Louise for ruining a poignant moment at Jim Ross's. So it was getting to I had some laughs with Jim Ross, and it gets to a very serious, somber point of the evening where he's talking about his wife and
Is
stuff
this
like
after or is
that.
this during the
This is during the show,
Okay.
and she sat at the back. Me and her were sharing me room, Captain Comedy room.
Lovely.
And all you can hear while Jim Ross is talking about this heartbreaking tale is boing, 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 boing.
Because the reason being, she's filmed behind me, and she's zoomed in, so she's wanting the dun dun dun, but whatever she's using isn't working, and she can't stop it. So it sounds like someone's using a pogo stick. The back of Jim Ross's thing's like, well, my wife died. Boing, boing.
Oh, God. Whose phone is ringing?
hell.
Mine.
And then
Mine.
even better, she was going, why is everyone calling me a diddler on Twitter? And I went, it might be because of Ross and us. If it's not,
well, it's because on last Monday, me and Adam did a stream, and she's in two minds of where to do Straight to Hell, so we were like, convince her to do it by tweeting her and call her a diddler while you do it.
Oh, it was you.
So, guess who won?
That's a tough one. Tough one, actually.
Can I have the surgical gloves required now to pick up this board?
Thorny board.
Yeah.
Oh, with the knife sticking out of it.
It's in the upper third.
Oh, there she is. Wow.
Can we show it the camera?
It's Jen.
Oh, well done.
Not the most flattering of pictures if you can pick it out there.
Nah, she was good for a diddler.
She looks like she's part of the Futurama cast. She's just on the end there next to Hermes.
Yes.
If you're doing that one, who do I have?
I got it. All right. So this week, the nominees are...
I haven't got mine yet, so
I've
talk
got one.
amongst yourselves.
Don't worry.
Got 2 weeks prepared. Make it good.
Jordan Pickford, no.
Yes.
I genuinely thought I might put Pickford in for that same.
I might do I might nominate his dad.
My son's a hero.
He's a hero.
He's a hero. His Macam accent. Me boy's a hero.
Look at them on top of them. He's a hero.
Everyone went from hating Macams to loving them in the face of
Well, when Jordan Henderson missed, everyone was hating the Macams for a bit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you.
Yes. Now, I'm going to go for a wrestling one. Don't do that. Don't react to the puppet. It's not real.
What?
Like wrestling, it's not real.
What?
No.
You all right?
Yeah. I'm going to go for someone who was on Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
In my view, a spiritual successor to one of the first people that I got into the Cultaholic Hall of Fame, that security woman at WrestleMania 33, who stopped Gronk from getting in the ring.
Okay.
I've gone for another sort of peripheral figure, not a wrestler, not a regular face. I've gone for the valet who refused to grass up Kevin Owens to Braun Strowman because he's not a snitch, and I respect that. Essentially, Kevin Owens is running backstage away from Strowman. He's like, he can't get in his car, can't find his keys or whatever. And in my view, Owens is the babyface in this feud because Strowman's just being a bully for some reason too. So Owens hid in the porter cabin, and Strowman came along and went, "Where is he?" And the valet, instead of going, "He's literally in there, don't murder me," just went, "Ah!" and ran away. And I was like, my boy, do not grass up Kevin Owens. It's all good. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for punctuating that. Yes.
I'm hoping you've got yours.
I've got one. Because I'm old. I'm speaking of old stuff that I used to like. And I'm going to nominate WWF Aggression.
Oh.
My first ever wrestling game, that. I'm going to sneeze.
Did I have that one?
No, the CD album.
Oh, one of my first ever albums as well. That.
I had said CD
Was it
album.
Attitude? Was that the N64 one that we're thinking of?
Yeah,
The one with
probably.
the red cartridge or the red cover on the
I
card.
had it for PS1.
Oh,
Ooh,
but you've
the
gone for
FMV.
But you've gone
Very
for
nice. Aggression. The
sorry.
rap CD.
Snoop Dogg doing Stone Colds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run DMC doing Triple H.
That was
The King of
genuinely
Rock,
a good song, that, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been a multitude of wrestling albums over the years. A lot more misses than hits. There's actually some alright songs on this.
I remember, at the end of Mankind's, where it goes, "Why don't you just kick his fucking ass?"
Yeah.
My mum walked in. I was about 9 years old when that played. Got taken away for a week. Got it back though. hard as me. Hard as.
And she was here right now, walks the door. Hiya, Mum. And it also gave us, Ice-T's amazing performance at WrestleMania 2000.
Grab your bitches.
Yeah, something. Bitches!
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Who were they playing at the ring? K-Quick and Road Dogg. Get Rowdy. Wasn't it?
That wasn't on Aggression, no.
No.
That
I'm
would
just
be-
thinking
that
of
wasn't a thing back
Thinking of
then.
who Ice-T played at the ring.
It would have been
No, it was
Godfather.
Godfather and D'Lo Brown.
Yes.
That short-lived stable where
Grab
it's D'Lo
your-
dressing up as his mate.
Bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
At the start of the show.
Grab your bitch. Godfather's in the house, bitch. It's like only time people talked when he said bitch, so he just kept on doing it over and over again.
Oh,
It
dear.
became bitches ain't bitches, man. Just people like making noise. And they lost. So thanks, Ice-T.
Who did they wrestle? Right
Bull
to censor.
Buchanan and Bossman.
Yes. Oh, so not right to censor, just Bull Buchanan, Bossman.
Yeah.
Pre-right to censor.
Bossman stole that show. He was on fire in that opening match.
I thought Buchanan was.
WrestleMania 2000.
Oh, sorry, Barry.
When he jumps,
Barry
when he
Buchanan.
jumps onto the top rope with one foot,
Yes.
and then jumps off it.
That
and
was-
boots
yeah,
someone.
He was the
Oh,
best
pretty
on
much
that
his
show
one-
by a country mile, apart from the Hardys and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go on a joke.
What happened
Yeah.
to Bull Buchanan? He was all
He
right.
was great, wasn't he?
What?
Just
he became B squared for a bit.
He
But
was a victim of a crap gimmick, wasn't he?
It was hip to B squared.
and
And he showed up on the John Cena This Is Your Life to go like, why you never call me?
I still can't believe his real name's Barry Buchanan.
lovely.
Just funny.
Neil's
that,
brother.
Yes. Lead singer of Marseille. We've had too much wrestling, so I'm gonna go for Philip Schofield.
Why?
I was on the This Morning YouTube channel again this week, and a Throwback Thursday clip was shown where Holly and Phil turn water into Prosecco.
Whoa.
So watch that.
What was Jesus a guest or?
Or just Philip Schofield might be the human embodiment of Jesus Christ today on planet Earth.
Probably is.
No, I was a kid. And he made it and he goes, right, what's the point in this? Because you can buy a bottle of Prosecco for £6 and this kit to turn water into Prosecco costs 20, so what's the point? It's a good on Philip for his honesty.
Yeah.
Plus he's a national treasure and a lovely bar.
Was that the end of the segment?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then Holly's like, with all that, the fun we've had together is priceless. She always knows how to save a situation, does Holly?
Holly's great. Yeah.
What a woman.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic.
But Philip Schofield, because he deserves credit, he's a national treasure.
I don't
Completely alienated all of America there. I do apologise.
I don't really like Philip Schofield.
Oh, how can you not like Philip Schofield?
I find him a bit unnerving. He did The Cube, which was just a generally unnerving programme.
That's probably why. I don't watch The Cube.
The Cube!
Phil on this morning.
Cube's ridiculous.
I remember Philip back in the 90s when he used to present stuff that no one else would.
Did he still have grey hair?
Kind of like my position here at
Jesus,
Cultaholic.
he was Jesus Christ Superstar. What was it? Joseph in his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
The singing and
No, that's what
Bibles.
they said with these songs. Jesus Christ, Philip Schofield's in this. Yeah.
It was a spine-tingling moment on Saturday Night Takeaway when he came out and sang that song for the first time in 20 years. You must have seen it. You haven't seen it.
Who hasn't seen that video?
Spine-tingling moment.
Spine tingling.
Hairs on back of neck all over the shop. So, hi, Philip Schofield.
Register
Let's sell
your
us some more.
vote.
Register your votes and or complaints. Cultaholic.com.
Can't have too much wrestling. We need to
No,
settle down a bit. You know.
Patreon.
This is the one bit of the show we do talk about wrestling.
Patreon.com/Cultaholic.
Can you do the / again?
/ That's from Ant and Deck. That's not Ant and Deck. They used to do that on SMTV Live. / they do when they were doing the mailbag. 9:25 on Saturday. Don't be a jigglypuff. Oh yeah. I loved SMTV. It was really proper good.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Why did I get a vote? Right, now we're going to look at Raw, the abbreviated version. And
Just the good bits.
just the good bits. So that's why it's brief.
It was a frustrating Raw, I think, for me.
Yes. We've already covered Owens' toilet. So that's 1 hour taken care of. That's it, isn't it?
I like the blue stuff. Apparently that means it's just been freshly cleaned and nobody's used it.
Whoa, but what a bump though. Whoa.
He wasn't in it.
No, I don't think.
I thought you'd been serious.
No.
Wrestling's rich. Yeah, I like the fact that they could have gone the obvious, coming out with Pooh Alrum. But nah.
They would have if it was 2006.
Yeah.
They loved a bit of poo back then. The Spirit Squad got
loved
covered in
poo.
poo. God, great times.
Yummy, yummy. And
This week's mailbag likes poo. There's a spoiler for you. Potentially the single best question that's ever been asked. It's going to
Really?
no pressure.
finish this week's mailbag.
Is that the one about poo?
It's about poo.
Oh, the one.
It's about poo.
all right.
I remember my mate Scott at primary school got bollocked because it was the first day of like year 3 or whatever, and the teacher was like, "Right, we're going to go around the classroom. Everyone say one thing you did with your summer holidays, one good thing." Scott just wasn't prepared to play along at all. And he went, "Stood in some poo." He went, "Scott, go and stand in the corner."
Teachers are arseholes, aren't they?
I'll never forget that because I remember.
That was the highlight of his.
Because I remember at that time, I remember thinking that is the most rebellious thing I've ever seen. Just I've stood in some poo.
Oh, he did it deliberately. It wasn't just there.
I did it because he couldn't be asked to think of a real answer. But yeah, he wanted to do it to pop the boys, obviously.
Oh, well, consider me pop. Jesus. I like your vacation. I tried dog poo. Oh, God. Oh, yeah,
Back to
Raw. The bit with wrestling on the podcast. Oh, God. Dr. Shelby
Shout
returned.
out Scott. Scott was in the same year as James. He'll know the story. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Your school reunion's just going to be grim.
Yeah.
Dr. Shelby returned for the first time in a few years, coincidentally the same week as Team Hell No. So obviously someone's gone back and watched a really good episode of Raw from 2014.
Vince was on the network.
Yeah, there wasn't many of them, so...
I hated it.
Yeah, it worked with Kane and Bryan.
Yeah,
back
Because
in
it
the day.
wasn't a top-level serious feud. Like, this is...
Right.
When it kicked off and you heard doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, the elevator music, that was... just head was in hands then. There's a time and a place for Shelby, and that wasn't it.
Yeah, it's a serious feud, right?
They could have brought him in if Fandango had fallen out
Yeah.
or something. Like, if that had happened,
Yeah.
fair enough. But not for
those
if the
two.
New Day... Oh, I'd love to see the New Day fall out and then Shelby brings them back together.
That's where you use it.
Yeah.
Not with those two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't understand why neither of them are good at doing comedy, especially not now when you're like, oh boy, and the deafening silence from the crowd. I love it when they do
That was a particularly bad crowd, though. Nobody got a cheer there, apart from...
Oh no, people got cheered.
Where
Making
was it?
noise. No, I disagree with that.
I didn't
being
hear.
Roman.
What's the one that everyone always slags off? Corpus Christi, Texas. There was the crowd of rubbish in Corpus Christi.
Oh, Memphis.
Is Memphis bad?
Well, maybe Corpus Christi is,
That's a
but
professional
Memphis.
wrestling hotbed.
Heartland.
Maybe back in the day when houses were 10 cents the gallon, but like when they did Fastlane,
Oh,
2015, the one Reigns Bryan.
right.
Mate, if a guy in the cheap seats coughed, the wrestlers were
Really?
going, you all right? You can get over any inanimate object on this show, be it a porta potty, be it a car. I can't get over Reigns.
Oh.
Actually, I laugh at it because
written that
Reigns has
one
been... I know. I read that and go, that's not like that. Good, I've written it down. So.
You didn't deliver it with much conviction. You're like,
Because I gave
I'll
up
get it
halfway
out.
through. But yeah, the Reigns is now feuding with Bobby Lashley,
yes.
Kurt Angle,
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar,
The revival.
and the Revival. Any male fan wearing a Bullet Club t-shirt, YouTube comments. He's currently at Kevin Owens 2015 levels of feuding with people.
That-
at the minute.
Yeah, I've
It's,
written a column on that, How
Have you?
Reigns has picked up
My God.
Owens' script and Owens has picked up Reigns' script. If Reigns was doing the stuff Owens is, would feel a little bit sorry for him. Owens had an attempted murder, had on his ass from a ladder at Money in the Bank. His best pal's out till next year. Shania Twain wouldn't sing that song for him. Angle wouldn't listen to his concerns and booked him into another match with Braun Strowman, who tried to murder him again.
Yeah.
It's all piling up against Kevin Owens.
Angle's starting to annoy me. Obviously not Angle himself, but the way he's written is starting to annoy me because Bailey punches Sasha a few times. They're both wrestlers. Wrestlers do far worse to each other all the time. And he goes, get yourself down to anger management now. What? Braun Strowman pushes a Portaloo over the stage with Kevin Owens in it. And Angle's like, next week probably be like, way, you're rubbish, you're not bad.
Yeah. Still looking forward to the Reigns Lashley match when it happens, but right now it's weird that Revival are getting a push at the weirdest time of their careers. Where they could have been
I don't
fired and
understand
no one
what
would have
role they're
noticed.
filling.
Why did they get DQ'd? They could have won the match. One of the partners had just walked off.
Because Reigns, again, every week I think someone said this, but I'll be the other one. If they're building up Reigns to be a bit of a dick, it's great. But if it's like every other time they've done this and it's not, it's like, oh, okay, that was a bit of a misfire. Like it's weird how the WWE doesn't seem to really realise what a good person is when it's like
Yeah.
Sasha's supposed to be a good person, Reigns supposed to be a good
The
person.
latest one to be bitten by the WWE babyface bug is Finn Balor, who mocked Baron Corbin's clothes and hair, despite him looking better than he ever has.
Yeah, right. Haha, you've had a haircut. I'm like, yeah. And you look great, yeah. That was a weird thing.
It was very strange.
It must be weird when you're that good looking, though.
Well, Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, I would.
He's the hottest lad in his local Warhammer
I like.
Games Workshop. He does look like that.
Yeah, actually. Or he sells drugs outside of the school. One of the two. Very similar. Sorry, people who will play Warhammer and sell drugs. The thing about Baron Corbin, someone pointed out, it's like, Steph hasn't said, oh yeah, Baron Corbin's the constable. He's just saying, oh yeah, Steph's made me this, and he's paying me lots of money. Everyone's assuming, so hopefully the payoff will be in a few months' time. Steph's like, what? I'm saying this. And like, well, when you say anything, Steph's just like, I'll watch Raw. So yeah, that was Raw. SmackDown,
I didn't see SmackDown this week.
pretty good.
Bloody good, I
Really?
thought it was
Oh
good.
yeah. There were a few standoff moments. One was the Usos coming out and quite rightly going, hang on, have Team Hell No just got a title shot for reuniting and hugging? He goes,
Jay Hogan?
yeah, they hugging.
Jay Hogan?
He goes, all right, cool. Jay, give me a hug. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's 4 hugs. That means 4 title shots. That was good. He's like, yeah, you're right. How dare they just reunite and take a title shot for no reason? And then Kane and Bryan still having the, kind of friends, kind of enemies. Bryan said, Kane said, look, Bryan, I'm really sorry. You're like a brother to me. And then Bryan's like, you set your brother on fire. He goes, doesn't matter.
And then Rusev.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, God, I'll let you take it.
Oh, okay.
That's what you tweet about.
Yeah. Aiden English versus AJ Styles, because Rusev versus Extreme Rules is happening for the title. And if you can't tell that match is happening, you can see the table slightly risen near.
Oh, I see.
Because
yeah, because he's on a bus.
I mean, have you
That's not funny.
You must have come to terms already with the fact that Rusev's probably not going to win.
No, he's not winning.
No, that's all right then.
They've tried to turn him diddler as well, which I'm not a fan of. He is being a little week by week. It's a bit more turned up, isn't it? The diddler scale.
I think this. I know what you mean, but still.
We've gone this far now. It's there. Just run with it.
No country for old jokes.
I was going to start assigning people to various stages of the diddler scale. I thought it was a very bad idea. I'm not going to do that.
It's when you do a list of some of the top 10 diddlers at wrestling. What? But people aren't going to complain the list. People are going to complain. What do you mean Jason Brands is at number 1?
He's gone there.
Why? We all know.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh. He's what? He's a great bad guy. Everyone hates him. What are you thinking about?
I saw someone reply to your tweet, by the way.
Which one?
The one about him.
Oh, the one that had no followers and just joined Twitter was like, "Hey, who are you to say he can't earn it?" I'm like, "Oh, I do, Jason."
There's a guy. The guy goes, "Yet you still hang out with us, what culture boys?" As if we had any say in.
Oh, that one. Oh, right, yeah. I might as well just cover that. Yeah,
I nearly bit, but I didn't.
Last year at was it Defiant?
It was WCPW
at
the time.
Was it still WCPW? All right.
State of emergency.
Right. The state of that emergency.
It was an awful show.
And it was originally announced as Grado versus Jason Rance. And I was in the airport, as we all got it, because we're in Newcastle, not that many airports around. Sorry, we're not LAX. And we looking over this, and I went, Jason Rance is on this show, like, of all the shows. And I went, you know who he is, right? And Russ was like, no, I never heard of him. I'm like, he's on a sex offender register, right? And like, oh. And I'm not saying I'm taking credit for that. Maybe someone up to Grado or someone and said, you know who he is. And so Grado versus Jason Rance did not happen.
Yeah, Grado won there.
Rance wrestled in the
the Grado match didn't happen for another reason.
Grado did the 180 like Grandpa Simpson going. But
he did it like this. Just so
Hey, bye. Cheery bye.
Puts his snapback on the thing.
Puts his bum back. So so that's why I thought they need to go that. And when I said the WC guys, people are like, oh, we still hang around with
you still hang out with
Ross
them.
and Jack, the bookers of Defiant Wrestling.
Yeah, we rang him up. Like, all right, mate, do you want to get on the show?
Jason Brands? Yeah, I won't even Google you. You sound all right.
Sounds proper indie. Get him in.
What's your new name? Chasing Girls?
Oh.
I mean... you're back to SmackDown.
I mean, that was some more news that happened this week, wasn't it? Because he was involved again. That's why he was brought up, wasn't it?
Don't point at me.
Well, what's he done?
I don't know why that was.
Well, you and...
Mr. Omega booked him again. Well, for the first time, I think.
Oh, I was going to say
inadvertently booked him, sorry, I should say.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah,
He didn't ring him up and say, come on my show. He just said, carte blanche, young ring crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Omega, but it is one of these decisions where even if you like someone, you have to go, you didn't Google him or anything.
I mean, I believe that's the reason he was at that WCPW show, because he provided the ring as well. So...
clues.
That's how he gets in.
Yeah. He's still booked consistently around the UK, around the USA, you must say. Because, Anyway, so back to...
What a messy situation,
Back to SmackDown, which is full of diddlers, but the good ones. Rusev... God, he's going to hate being mentioned same friggin'
I just feel like I should point out, like, for any new listeners, diddler is just our word for heel. Like, I just feel like we should say it at some point, like...
Is that what we've been doing?
Oh, my God.
Jack sucks.
So Rusev's moment of the night.
An hour ago, Rusev was on the ring apron. The bell rings for Aiden English versus AJ Styles. And Rusev gets a mic and says, oh, hey, AJ, I've got to tell you something. And AJ goes, what? And then Aiden English takes him down. And Rusev goes, oh, never mind. It's like, that's great.
Classic diddler tactic.
Yes, it is.
Should we stop that? I don't know.
No.
It's gone too
Until
far.
people complain, then do it some more.
I mean, we've had one just in case we didn't know the real meaning of that word. That one YouTube commenter.
Was that just some guy going, haha, these guys don't know what diddler means over here, like it doesn't translate.
Yep.
And
such low opinion of us.
Asuka Ellsworth had what?
Just this podcast become its own beast now. Asuka Ellsworth, yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. Battle of the Sexes.
Again, I've not seen this.
2.
I'm assuming Asuka won the match?
No.
Ellsworth won the match.
Ellsworth ran away and Asuka couldn't catch him, which I thought was worse than her if she lost the match.
Oh, so it was a count out? Double counter.
Was it? Yeah.
Yep.
So,
But
she
she gave him one hell of a slap.
she
which was
didn't.
nice.
She didn't just stay in the ring and win.
No,
He
he ran a
chased him, and then
What?
he inexplicably was able to run away. Again, from Asuka.
Yeah, you got this badass woman who didn't lose for a year and a half, but you can't catch Ellsworth, who they take the piss out of for not being a full human being.
Yeah.
It made
She
little
couldn't-
sense.
She couldn't catch water if it fell out of a boat. And Carmella took her down with one move into the ring apron, and that was it. I like Carmella's character. It just doesn't always translate well to the matches and stuff. And Jeff Hardy took on The Miz with his USA by way of the Insane Clown Posse makeup on his face.
Magnet.
Very nice.
Union Jack, as Corey Graves pointed out.
Oh, yeah. Was a bit.
Why does he have a Union Jack paint on his face?
Because it's coming home.
Yeah, even Hardy knew.
He's a huge fan of Eric Dyer.
Yeah. Well, we all are now.
Yeah.
He's taking me higher. That's from that Diamond Formation song. Sorry, I've been playing that a lot this week.
Get
What
on
a
the
song.
plane.
I know it's Harry Maguire taking me higher. Deli Ali Eric Dyer. I've forgotten the words.
Nishki Novgorod Stadium.
Let's move on.
It's still better than the Rasputin one. It's alright.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, never mind SmackDown, never mind Raw and toilets and blue stuff. Match of the week, 205 Live, Murphy, that Murphy, versus Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, it was class.
Delightful.
No
Purely
DQ, and God, did they go balls out.
Yep.
On the show with Noam Dar returning to 205 Live.
At Shaga. That's probably what he said when he came out to TJP.
Yes, he's got abs now, so that's great.
He does have abs. Weirdly, the most distinctive thing that I noticed about Dar's physique, this sounds awful, was always his big legs. He always had big legs, didn't he? And now he's covered them up, which I found a curious decision because he's wearing like long tights now.
Maybe he's insecure about his big legs.
I thought big legs would be an asset for wrestlers.
He knows Okada. Goes,
What?
that's it. Trendsetter.
Oh, right, I see, yeah. Yeah, but Okada's wearing weird pants. I don't like them.
Is that what Meltzer said?
Still, I've got my own opinions. Meltzer probably likes them.
That was in page 8 of Wrestling Observer Newsletter, issue 3900. All right, wait. I assume that's how he numbers them. The match was very, very well put together. It's some stuff I've never seen before with the superplex off the upwards stairs.
Yep.
Spanish fly off the barricade onto the announce table.
Which
Wah.
no sold it.
Wah.
Even the table was getting into it.
Yeah.
And Mustafa Ali, clearly the face of 205 Live.
He's not, he's the heart.
Soul. Heart. Soul.
I didn't like the finish though, because I thought the knees were brutal as piss. So that should have been the finish for me. I thought that was one step too many. Thought it was the way he was
It was
hung up.
long. It was like 20 minutes or so.
Hung up in the ropes like that, getting kneed in the face. I don't think there should be a way back from that.
But I think the
Just that I'm nitpicking.
They're really focused on the finisher being the finish. Now, it's rare you get anything else other than that. No,
It was a lovely finish, but coming after
Yeah.
what happened, I didn't like it.
Absolutely, yeah. Go on.
Sorry, I thought we were finished talking about the match. Go for it. I was going to just
I'm
mention
done.
another thing. Right.
Say something.
Just a quick thing on NXT. Really good stuff. Johnny Gargano's slowly turning to heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's turning deadly. Yeah, we get it. Oh, God.
He beat EC3. Are you sad? He beat him clean as hell.
He beat the hell out of him.
But do you know what he beat him with?
The move.
The DDT that beat him. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yes. Love it.
And Donovan Dijak.
Yes.
Or Chris Dijak. 'Cause
Lost.
That's his change of personality name.
But he's
now
there.
Chris.
Yeah.
But, And he took on Dream. I booked this show. I mean, like, all the people Maffew's had, a beer with. Dijak took a header at the steps.
Is Dijak a nice lad?
He's been nothing but nice to me.
Oh,
so
lovely.
knowing my luck, he'll have killed 10 people.
He looks like he could. He looks terrifying. I wonder how long it is before they decide to push him.
Well, it depends on when the news gets out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Dijak, Dream, Baszler, Kai,
Yeah.
one half of Heavy Machinery. And this is the weirdness of the product. So one of the Heavy Machinery blokes, I'm not sure if it was Heavy or Machinery, couldn't make it onto NXT this week to wrestle TM61.
Took a night.
Yeah, thank you.
Otis Dozovic
There we go. Bless you.
is the good one.
They're both...
Otis is fantastic.
Couldn't make it, so they did an angle backstage where they took him out, and that's why it was a handicap match. Yet on Raw, Bray Wyatt, in a legit car accident, on TMZ, which WWE works alongside with, no mention of Bray. No mention
I guess
of
that's a
like
bit
B
different,
team
though,
of
'cause they'll
taking
all-
them out backstage or put some voodoo curse on them or whatever.
They'll all live in Orlando for NXT. This will be easy to do a little beat down, but they're all over the shop in Raw, aren't they? I like them off
Yeah,
for
it
that.
just- it's weird that you think
it'd be
to be-
so much fun being in NXT. You live with all your pals, you know. They're great. I just get jealous of them. I think that's brilliant. Like, you see little videos there on Twitter of them going around each other's
You
cabins.
live, you
and
live
that.
with Sam?
Well, yeah, it's not the same, is it?
It's exactly the same. So you wake up and you're like, hey.
And knock on his door. I'm like, ready for another day of work.
Got
come
some
on,
pancakes ready, Sam?
Wake me up inside, I'll break out.
Why is that playing? Why,
Save me.
Why is Evanescence?
He's like, I'm trying to sleep.
Why Evanescence? Well, I'm not even a fan of Evanescence.
Are you not?
No, not particularly. No, no. You could have
You
chosen.
lied to me.
You could have chosen something that like I would like probably like that. That's the sort of thing that you'd say that I'd listen to.
Hi.
Okay, I never know what the words are.
Any song that could play in the background on like one of the American Pies when they sneak into the girls' dorm. that could be a song that I. Oh my God! Here I go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
that was the week.
I miss you.
oh, here I go. Here we go. Life's right. Sorry, go on.
My friend's over you. All right. Jesus.
Let's
That's
move on.
one step too far, Jack. God, Papa Jack's such an egomaniac, isn't he? He doesn't shut up. Okay, yeah, wrestling was good and bad and everything in between. It was full of diddlers, same as every week.
Let's have a rummage in our mail bags.
Mailbag.
Questions, bag of mail, assisted with. Oh, do you want to hold that,
Wait,
Jack? Oh, thank you. Bill.
Sorry, I'm just imagining like on the London Raw, Michael Cole and Corey Graves going like, well, he's been calling him a diddler in recent weeks, which I believe is England slang for nasty person.
Here come the coffees. They call themselves the diddlers. I'm like, no. Just this nice voice in the back. No, they don't call themselves that. I do apologise. All right, the mailbag. Again, I don't look at any of these. It's him that looks at these.
Just brace yourself for the last question.
Again, I'll try and read these out as best as possible. Hello, lads. Hello. My question is, if you were replaced on your shows for 1 week by WWE guys, who do you think should host your shows and why? For me, WTF Moment should be hosted by Rusev because he's guaranteeing banter. Wrestlers of the Week. Oh, right. Wrestlers of the Week would be hosted by Daniel Bryan because he could talk about wrestling for hours. Also, he has experience in doing top 10 lists. Yeah, that one SmackDown. They gave us the Jinder Mahal US title reign. Graded would go to Di Dillinger, since he likes to grade things.
10.
I think
but he
this
doesn't
is a
matter-
10.
He doesn't matter numbers though.
Yeah. Though on a different scale. Well, thank you. Finally, This Week in Wrestling would be hosted by Becky Lynch. Not sure why, but she would fit John's spot. That's supposed to be euphemism. Cheers,
What?
Seb.
John? Do you mean Jen?
It says
Jen?
John.
It says John.
Does it
It
say
says
John?
I'm like, John's spot.
John.
He might have replied with a second email saying Jen, but I left it in there as John.
Yeah,
John.
screw you, Sob, whatever your name is.
Next time she's down, let's just call her John and not tell her.
And
for a while.
Botchamania.
John the
Alright.
Diddler. Hang on.
Botchamania would be done by Bray Wyatt. WrestleMania.
Well, he's got nothing else
33
going on
in
right
mind.
now, has he? He can go from his hospital.
From his
bed.
hospital bed, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
no,
easy, this.
WrestleMania 33 in mind. He's proficient at video editing. and all
Oh
that
yes.
stuff.
Yeah,
There you
yes.
go. There's
yeah.
my logic. Just not leave you out,
Wow.
you know. Keep
Good,
you
yeah.
inclusive with the clan, the guys.
So bad this week, I actually got salty for about a few minutes when I saw, and I was in the impression that, because it was tweeted for some reason, that Cultaholic has hit over 100,000 subscribers. And I thought that was news because the Vidiots made a video visit to the thing. So I thought the Vidiots would give them the reward and like group photo of all the guys. I'm like, oh, okay.
We
No.
did
So I
that-
realised now, like, one
We-
doesn't make any sense. The Vidiots wouldn't
We
like,
did that
show up to give
before.
you the YouTube award. And two, the award was given months ago.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
We did that before we released the video.
We haven't released a
100,000.
video and we got 100,000. Balling.
So I saw that photo and put two together. I was like, they couldn't have invited me. Oh, it's like that, is it? Oh, that's like, yeah.
Who was-
Who replaced us in the show?
Who's this from? Sorry.
Seb. in-
Seb.
Seb.
I think he's Swedish.
Classic Seb.
So unlucky next week. Saturday, pal.
Yeah,
Coming home.
I want the New Day to do Rest of the Week, but I think I should save them for you. I think they'll be brilliant on WTF moments. I'll go for Jericho if he still counts as a WWE wrestler for rest of the week because I enjoy on his podcast when he tells little stories and stuff about why someone's good. Oh no!
I would have Kevin Owens take over WTF if not the New Day.
That's a good shout.
When he's on commentary, he's forever pointing out mistakes and such.
Absolutely.
And he's great at bants as well.
The logic flows, absolutely. And I would pick, for anything else, Jim Cornette, because he's on... was on
He's
doing
not a
photo shoot.
WWE superstar.
Yeah, how dare you? If he's had an action figure made, and he's a...
From any time in history, is this?
All right, fine. What have we put him? Baza Corbin.
Yeah. Yep.
Corbin doing great, it would be quite good.
Yeah. You're suck. You're all tiny compared to me. Look at my Super Bowl ring. Okay, this is good, but let's see if I can do it without grin. All right. Howdy diddler do Cultaholic.
Oh, no.
Okay, well done.
This is our
Let's see if the question can match the intro. Seeing as The Rock doing a song with Wycliffe Jean
It doesn't matter.
Was the start of him becoming a megastar. Well, what wrestler, past or present, and what musician would you pair up to make another absolute banger? Is that the only duet with a wrestler and a singer while they're being active?
I mean, we had the Big Show and the Thong Song, but technically that doesn't really count,
Yeah.
does it? But it's still funny to mention all the same. I was about to say Wale and Big E, like
and the Usos. Oh, I was gonna say the Usos.
Oh.
Because Wale was like their hype man during that rap battle. Because that was on Reddit recently. Because it's been a year since they
was
were.
it yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
I love
2
that.
days ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Big
and,
E. Let's keep it all good. Just don't get rated R like your boy Xavier Woods. It was like, oh!
And Mega Ran was there?
He's talking about sex.
Like the name of the song.
Mega Ram was there. Yeah. Oh.
After the week after he played in Newcastle with approximately 3 paying customers, bless him.
Oh. And then Wale goes, the winners, New Day. Bollocks.
Got it wrong.
The Usos won that rap battle.
We know about rap here. Don't
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I was. I've been invited to do a rap battle. I'm not
What?
going to do it.
Whoa.
No, I
What's this?
don't.
No, go on.
So there's a battle rap league. The biggest one in the UK is called Don't Flop. It's been on hiatus for a few years, but it used to be big back in like early 2010s,
I
right?
know. I know.
So a few of them are wrestling fans, so a few of them follow me on Twitter. So I followed them back. I was like, I used to watch you in first year stuff, rap battles and that. You know, Noam Dar's t-shirt, the one I've got that says Wrestling Ruined My Life. That's ripped off from a Don't Flop design that says Battle Rap Ruined My Life.
All right.
So there's a bit of a crossover because a lot of it's performative and stuff, and they're like, and sometimes they'll drop in a wrestling bar, and I'll be like, oh, like someone said, she's my WCW, but you ain't even bashed at the beach yet. I was like, oh, God. Anyway, so someone was like, Jack, have you heard that Don't Flop are doing like wrestling themed rap battle events? You should help organize it. And I replied like, I wouldn't organize it, I'd participate and just dominate. And then the guy who runs the league, like, quote retweeted him, put, we should talk ASAP. And I'm like, I don't want to do a rap battle.
Yes, you
I'd get
do.
absolutely murked. I'd get absolutely done in by one of the lads like Shotty Horror or my boy Frankie Fazer shouted at him.
Brandon Stroud crying.
You can tell you went to Durham University, can't you?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know what I mean.
I don't?
You do.
Okay.
I know. Why you can't do Don't Flop because you don't flop on a bus.
Oh my God.
Ruining the show. You should do that. You should film it.
It'll be filmed for the Don't Flop YouTube channel.
Well, obviously.
I'm not allowed to do it.
You're not
My
allowed.
girlfriend said I'm not allowed because she's too embarrassed. I didn't want to anyway, which is a good enough excuse, but she was like, you can't, you're too white.
That's
for
a
that."
lie. I gave you permission. Look, I mean you. Who cares about this question now? Right? You're going to do the rap battle.
I know.
When is it?
Can you not do a video submission?
I'm
Can you
not
do it with a mask on and
I've
be
not-
El Jacko? And
I've
just
not
know?
talked to Rowan yet. I've used his shoot name there rather than his rap battle name.
Oh, you're going to do it now?
I've not talked to him. I've not DM'd him.
When is it?
I've not DM'd him. I don't know when the event is.
Just put a mask on and go, no, that wasn't me, that was Jack off.
Things with did.
Oh, God, actually, there's more to this question. I wonder why there was no name on it. I would say AJ with Earth, Wind and Fire. Should be Flat Earth, Wind and Fire, I guess. But I feel a third of the vocals would fall a bit flat.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But tis.
I should probably read out the rest of this before trying to be funny. I do apologise. So we'll have to go with William Regal with Chaz and Dave.
What?
With
Snooker.
Yeah, right. Rabbit. With the classic song, Taken to Gira Down to Margate.
What? You're right.
Yeah.
I'm really confused.
Not sure if you can use this part, but Simon Miller with Travis causing a massive improvement, and why does it always rain on me? Nice
why?
one, lads.
Why does it? Right, I get it.
San Newman.
Pacini should do one with Travis because he loves Travis, loves them. And James, sit down.
Why has no one done that? The Sid Vicious. Why me? Why me? Why? Because I mean, here's why. There's an ending. Thank you. Okay, yeah, back to this riveting question. I would probably have Bullet Club in So Solid Crew because there's probably just as many of them now, and that's all I've got.
That's all you need.
That's it, yeah.
I got 20.
Yeah. That's the only one I know either. Hey, gents. Hey. I think the most scared I have ever been in my life was the time I was front row and biblically drunk. I love the term biblically.
Biblically drunk.
At a very low-key indie show. I, for some reason, screamed, "Boo!" and "You big baldy twat!" directly into Perry Saturn's tattooed face during his entrance. He wasn't happy with me and went on to wrestle a short and brutal match against an unknown tiny jobber, hitting him with deafening stiff shots while maintaining direct eye contact with me at all times. After the destruction was over and his hand was raised, he came towards me and said he'd be waiting for me in the car park. Obviously, I decided against the idea of having a punch-up with an ex-soldier that had recently survived several point-blank gunshot wounds. So I exited out a fire escape as quickly as humanly possible and sprinted like a madman to the local taxi rank. My question, have you guys ever had any butt-clenching altercations with wrestlers? P.S. Thank you to Ross for reintroducing me to River Monsters and Jeremy Wade. I originally had a get a dead fish out of the pond at work, and my colleagues, my colleagues, I imagine, thought I was having some sort of breakdown as I was yelling, "Fish on!" at the top of my voice. Cheers, guys. Chris.
Cheers, Chris.
Changing people's lives here.
Any scary moments with wrestlers?
I've had an arse sweaty one rather than an arse clenching one.
Eddie Kingston, he was a very tough individual. I'm not sure if I said this. I've told you.
I'm a big fan of Eddie Kingston.
He had been announced for 2 of the UK tours and shows, once with Title's first series of shows and the other with Chikara's first UK tour when he was champion. Chikara! And didn't appear on either of them. He just was announced but then didn't show up. So when he was announced for the second tour in 2015, lots of 2015 things this week, I tweeted, it'd be good to see if he makes it on the plane. Makes it on the plane. Jesus. And
he's not here, you know. You're right.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. He tweeted me several times across the weeks, build up to it, going, "I'm going to fight you.
Oh my
I'm
god!
going to come get you." And I'm like, "Ha ha ha!" Tonight, he kept on going on like, "I'm going to get you." I'm like, "Uh-oh." I've seen his interviews with Smart Art Video and the rest. He's somebody that will deal with issues by hitting it really hard. And so we're at the Link Skills Centre, the Madison Square Garden of the Shields area, currently for Absolute, RIP Absolute, and talking with people there. It's like, yeah, it's a good show, yeah. Eddie Kingston comes out. So I'm here by the entrance. There's the crowd, the ring, then where they come out of. Eddie Kingston comes through the entrance, past the crowd, past the other bit of the crowd, past the ring, and comes directly to me. And I'm looking at him going, oh, he's actually coming towards me, isn't he? Uh-oh. So there's the bit in Jaws and all the other films where it zooms in and pans out. I'm like, oh, I hope this is a joke. And he grabs me. He puts me in a sleeper hold. Of course, I don't want to use sell, but, you know, when a big man grabs you and is like, I'm going to hurt you, I'm like, oh, no!
I thought he was short.
Oh, why? Why have you said that?
Sorry. I mean, I thought... but he's like a wrestler and he's big. Yep.
Yes, he's big.
Yep.
I mean, you know, Sky Low was big compared to me, but still, Eddie Kingston's one of the small wrestlers, and say the M word, takes me down. I'm like, and then pretend to pass out. And he's like, all right, and drops me and I fall like that. And I'm like, you know, and he walks away, and I'm like, get up, going, yeah, like jokingly, like half jokingly, like, you get. But I'm like, if he turns around and sees me waving me fist at me, like, yeah, you better run. He might come and actually finish me off. And afterwards, he's like, this is a joke. I'm like, yeah. There was some truth to that, though, wasn't there, Eddie? So yeah.
He might be the best promo in wrestling.
He might be.
He might be the best promo in wrestling.
But you should show up to StarCast if you're in the area, because all the wrestlers know what I look like and they're going to be there. Matt Taven might cave my head in. So if you want to come to StarCast, bring up. Yeah, if you come to the StarCast, please come to my event. If you see me, follow me around with a cam. Put it on TMZ, get some money.
Ross, what was your sweaty moment?
Backstage at WCPW, one of the Booker men goes to Del Rio and Paige. That's the guy that buries everybody. So they come, and Del Rio stood up there. Paige is also quite such as tall with her heels on and whatnot. And she goes, what do you do? And I was like, I made videos on YouTube. And then there was silence. And then Del Rio was just looking at me. And that was it. But the period of time where he was still sweating from his match and looking down at me like, I just could have died there and then. Literally.
Mike, you've stolen...
Yeah, you're right. You're not Ninja Turtle. Sorry.
You've stolen mine, because mine was going to be when I did the thing with Matt Hardy, and like I went into that locker room where he'd summoned me, and he was sat next to Bubba Ray Dudley. And Bubba Ray looks at me and goes, "Is this the kid who buries everyone?" But he meant you.
Yeah, he meant you.
Yeah, he meant you. So I was like, no,
Wait,
Bubba, I'm sorry, man. It wasn't me.
That's why.
Hey, he's impersonating me. So wait, did Del Rio and Paige go, "Hey, that's the guy that buries people. He's out there"?
No, I got set up. It
was a different show.
It was a bit of bants. It was a rib, as they would say. Backstage.
Okay.
So one of the bookers, but that's the guy that buries everyone there. So over they both come, both looking faces like slapped asses. And then Del Rio was just breathing heavily and looking down at me for a long time while I made videos on YouTube here.
Because he's a guy known for a sense of humour.
That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, you've sort of taken that. I'll go for the split second that Big Damo was in the air above me, about to hit me with his back senton, because that hurt. Like, it actually hurt.
But you're quite complimentary compared to Ross with the wrestlers anyway. You do the top 10 list to balance it out.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still...
Hang on a second. I'm a bit stuck, you know.
I'm still a little dweeb on it, though.
My show is wholly negative. I can't say positive things, can I?
You could if you wanted to.
I do at times. I've changed since back then anyway. What I did back then was scandalous, horrible. Even I cringed when I watched it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it going like, wow.
Yeah, I remember when you put it on Twitter, eh?
Oh, yeah, because he was like...
And Chris Brooks replied, I feel sick.
Dear Maffew/Jack/Ross/Sam/Adam/Jen/Puppet Jack, delete where applicable. Picture the following scenario. The three of you on a cruise ship. Oh, that may not be a dream scenario.
Such a roundabout way to ask this question.
With every single living wrestler and wrestling personality in the world, right? When all of a sudden, the ship crashes into another boat and begins sinking. Luckily, you are prepared for this eventuality as you have all brought jet skis with you on this boat.
Right.
The jet skis only fit 3 people, including yourself, and are the only way off the boat to survive, as there are no lifeboats, meaning anyone left on the boat will drown.
Yeah, all right.
However, the jet skis only have small
It's a lot
fuel
of words
tanks,
for what he's asking.
and as a result, can only get you to a nearby uninhabited island, where help will be able to get to you in a fortnight. My question is, who would save from the boat? Bearing in mind, you will have live and survive. What happened? The guy got bored typing this. He's given up. Auto-corrected the rest of this.
I get the gist of it.
We'll have live and survive on an island with those people for 2 weeks. I was thinking Ricochet and Braun Strowman, as Ricochet can climb trees to get food.
Yeah, it's very logical, to be fair. Yeah.
And Braun can just kill animals with his bare hands.
Yeah, he's massive, lad.
But then I thought, Braun's weight may capsize the jet ski. And also, he would take a lot of feeding to keep him alive.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, it's true.
So instead, I went with Haku or Steve Blackman. Thank you, Josh.
Cheers,
So
Josh.
essentially,
Josh.
what he asked for there, if we're stranded on a desert island, or whatever, a remote island.
No, well, on a
George,
boat,
sorry.
on a jet
Thank you,
ski on a
George.
starving island. And I don't know.
I mean, my first one would be John Tenter, a shark.
It's living. Every living.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's ruined everything.
Scuppered your plan.
We're not going to be living for much longer after this scenario,
Yeah.
are they? Surviving a desert island. Have there been any wrestlers that have been on a desert island or survived? Oh, Ric Flair survived the plane crash.
Yeah, he did, to be fair.
And he could survive on vodka, so that's
Huh.
okay.
It's difficult. Who's like the Bear Grylls of the wrestling world? Who's like a proper...
Barry Windham is the Night Stalker. Oh, wasn't the Night Stalker, was he?
Just the stalker, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Stalker. Yeah, the Night Stalker was Brian Adams, but he was just him.
I'll take... I'll take. We know him.
Wait, we're not talking a desert island.
I'll take Primate because he was in the army and he knows probably about survival and that. How to set up a tent.
Good shout,
and
It's
stuff.
a good shout.
I'll take him and I'll take. Because Primate can do all that. He's fine. I just need to take someone that I enjoy spending time with now. Well, I would enjoy.
Who do you enjoy spending time with? Chris Brooks.
Right now, I'm taking Primate and I'm taking The Rock because if The Rock went missing, he'd get found pretty fast.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd take Bobby Lashley, mate.
Yeah.
Why is that,
For the
Ross?
crack.
Yeah, he looks loaded with it.
Yep.
Imagine waking up in the morning.
Then I'd run away and leave him there.
Day 4 of the desert island. Bobby Lashley's waking you up, leaning over you with his smile. Like, hey, Ross, wake up. Imagine
okay?
that.
How you doing?
Come on, buddy, it's all right.
Plus,
Come on,
he'd
let's
be
do
good
a
for
morning
morale.
run.
He'd be great for morale. If times were getting tough, he'd just be there. Smiling all the time.
Imagine him and Balor. If you took him and Balor, they were just like...
You'd never be sad, would you?
That's great,
Starving to death there, just smiling. Oh, I feel all right.
Roth, I just checked. We'll only have enough food and drink for one of us to survive. Just stares at you like that.
You wouldn't care, would you? You're in a good mood.
I'm going to kill you, Ross.
Finn, I'm so weak. Can you go and catch some food, please? Your haircut looks rubbish. You look awful. So I went Northern Irish there rather than Dublin.
You get Perry Sutton, so even if you're going to die, you can amuse yourself by shouting, you big baldy twat.
Is this the question, Ross? Is this it?
I mean, I'm thinking about it. I don't know why it's in there, but it's in there. So let's just brace ourselves before you read it, and then
All right, let me just have a time.
steady now.
Wagwan troops.
Yep. Hello.
That's how you pronounce that. Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Okay, I'm being really thick here. What is that?
Wagwan.
What's going on? It means, what's up?
What's going on? Oh, right.
Well, it's
I've seen it typed,
it's like a
actually.
Jamaican thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're doing it. I have sent this email already, but it hasn't been answered. Well, there's a very good reason for that, I imagine. And I can only assume it's because you missed it the first time round.
No,
So I'm
the
sending
first
it.
time.
Dear Stan, in the past 6
Dear
months...
Stan?
No, I'm joking. In the past 6 months, I have crapped my pants on 2 occasions.
What?
Both were out while drunk and both within minutes of arriving home. The most recent time was 1 month ago when I was waiting on a taxi home and I tried to pee in the station, but as the pee came, so did the poo. And I had to run to a woodland area across the road to let out the poo. I also sadly had to wipe using my favourite pants, which I had no choice but to throw away. And my taxi arrived just as I started to poo, so I missed it, which felt like a true punch in the gut. Has anything like this ever happened
What?
to any of you? It can be pee or poo. Oh, sick! This question is not wrestling related. Oh, how dare you. But I do love wrestling. I hope you're all well. Taylor Stewart from Glasgow. Well, of course it is.
All right, Shag. Man.
So yeah, I did see it the first time. This was just put in there today in the hope that you never ask a question again.
You know what you've done now? People who have not had a question answered by yourself know to send it multiple times so you answer it.
People do. I get one every single week asking about him and why he always sings.
Oh,
So I never include it. I'll include it next week if he sends it again.
Things in general, or?
So you can address the situation properly
I don't know. I just like a bit of some.
on the podcast.
What happened to Jenna? She was always
she
slagging me
stopped,
off.
hasn't
She
she?
stopped, yeah.
Jenna Samuels.
I'm starting to think it was you. And you just gave up. You got bored after a few weeks.
No, it was real.
It was real.
Yeah. You can have a look if you want on the deleted emails. She was
Oh,
there.
all right.
All right, Hillary. Okay, so
We've got anything of a story of public humiliation, self-public humiliation.
They pooed your pants, Maffew, before?
only once as an adult.
Yeah, I've never as an adult.
I don't know, I can tell the story. I'm not sure how exciting it is, but I want to hear it. All right, right. You can cut this off if you want to, but so used to do commentary for Almost Pro Wrestling. And,
Almost Pro Wrestling?
Almost Pro.
Wow.
Which, considering its name, considering it's in the same area as Rad Pro, which absolutely was not pro in the slightest.
That's my hometown. That's Jarrow's wrestling promotion, isn't it? Rad Pro?
Is it Jarrah?
It's the South Tyneside, generally.
Oh, it moved. I never went to
Okay.
the show. Anyway, I'm not talking about Brad Pro in the show, God. And to get there, where do you have to go? You have to get the metro, and then to walk from there to the thing. It's just the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
That's can't stay. So I was like, all right, cool. For lunch that day, I decided to have some greasy ass haddock with a big bucket of coffee. Oh, what's fine. I like a fish is good for you, right? And I'm like, okay, on the metro there, you get the. I'm like, Oof. And you know when you like, you can, you know, what's that? Clear revival. I see bad moon rising. You're like, some of the band's like, I'll be all right. It's not that far from the station to the thing. It is. It's never felt like a long journey from the metro to that place. It's about a 25-minute walk. But I've never really thought about it because you listen to music, not really thinking that much. And it felt every second of that 25-minute walk. So I'm like, uh-oh. There's literally nowhere for me to go here.
Were you with anyone?
No, by myself.
That's all right.
So I'm walking to the thing, and I don't think they know about this. I'm not sure why I should be telling the story in public, but I mean, it brings people together. I hope. And so, yeah, I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, you're getting the sweats now. You're like, oh, I'm walking like John Wayne. Like, I'm really, really, really needing a poo now. Really needing one. I'm just walking, and I'm trying to walk. But, you're like, if I ran, it'd be all right. I can't run. My body is revolting against us. I'm at the point now where it's in a just an area, to a cul-de-sac, whatever. So I'm looking around and seeing, like, there's any families just coming in or leaving the house going, look, I've got a tenner in my pocket. Like, can I come and use your toilet? I'm going, nah, no one's going to let anybody in to do that. No one is going to go, yeah, absolutely, friend, So look, I see if everyone's got, like, any, Bible quotations in the window or something like that. Because I'm like, I can quote scripture to them and go, oh, Jesus will let us use your toilet. Nah, no such luck. No, help is not coming. It's like, okay, fine. And it just exited my body's been, my body was evacuated like a burning building. It fell out of us like squeezing a tube of toothpaste. I was just like, oh no, I didn't realize this could actually happen. Your body go, no, it's coming out. There's nothing you can do. It's coming out. Like, I'm like, oh
dear.
So thank God it's at a community center, so it's like, it's big. So I went in there, and there's one guy that's, all right, I think, all right, I'm not to go use the toilet. Yeah, I can't stop. No one's noticed. So I just go to the toilet, and I look, and it's just like, you take a look in your pants, you're like, oh, why did I look? Why did I need that? You're like, oh, Jesus, do yourself a favor, don't turn around. It's like, just, making sure there's no one there. Get like all the bog roll, all the toilet paper from the thing, and just, try and do my mess, and realize I have to do a commando, but it's like, it's fine. I'll put it in the bin and just hope like this poor janitor's gone, what the hell happened here? And like, and yeah, no one noticed.
That's all right.
I was fine. I went, hey, can I get some Lynx spray? Because in the change rooms, it's proper stunk on the metro, and no one noticed, no one cared. Wow. No one's thinking about their matches. No one's going, God, because you're getting really paranoid. You're like, someone's going, Maffew, have you crapped yourself? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? So. Yeah, so, God, yeah. And I was actually really, I was happy because no one's realised. And then you go, hang on, I've just done this and I'm not getting to brag. So I've told everybody. So I don't think they knew about that story. So
what a wonderful answer.
Well,
what a tale.
What a lovely way to...
It was a weird feeling because you're like, I told someone privately, it was almost like, I think I might be gay or something like that. I crap myself the other day. I'm so embarrassed. They're like, oh, we've all been there. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. So that was like, people think I'm more human now.
That was class. 10 out of 10.
Was it?
10 on 10 for the story. Yeah.
But again, once a month a lot. So, and again, other people, I've told a few people and they go, oh yeah, I once done it, once or drunk. I'm like,
I wasn't.
Yes, I definitely was drunk.
I had one round of golf, and had to hop in the woods.
What?
My only ever round of golf ever was interrupted, I should say. It wasn't prematurely ended. I had to hop in the woods and then just drop a deuce, use a leaf or two, and then come back and play some golf.
Did they know? Or what?
Yeah, I said I'm off to...
Fair enough.
The contrast in the stories is unbelievable.
So what would you do in this situation? I'm just going to go check my signal on my phone or whatever.
You're out in the middle of nowhere. It was right in the middle of the game as well. That's part of the reason I hate golf.
Was it on the golf course then? Or?
Yeah, but it was like a wooded area to the side.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're not in the bunker.
Yeah, I was right in the hole.
Buried it like a dog.
Someone's going to hit a nightmare shot later on that day. Oh, it's gone now. We're going to have to go
hole in one! Oh, and they're going to get the ball and just have to pick it out.
Do you want to drop it? He goes, I think somebody already has.
Hey.
So I went into the rough, whatever they called it. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, sounds rough. So, God, very therapeutic, this show, so.
Yep.
Maffew, dirty ass Greg, so.
I've never done that as an adult, sadly. Not sadly, I'm pretty pleased.
I was 15.
Bet you're gutted now, bet you wish you had.
But it reassures me that it can and potentially will happen at any point, so yeah.
So, the big question.
Well,
Has
the
already happened.
second biggest question this week.
The
Yeah.
second biggest question, nothing's topping that, I hope. Nothing's bottoming that either. What is your favourite match stipulation?
It was Hell in a Cell before the pay-per-view came around. And you could only have Hell in a Cell one time a year. No other time of year.
Does the Royal Rumble count? I don't know if it counts.
Yeah, it's a stipulation.
Yeah.
It's my favourite, but it's
Oh,
actually...
yeah, we talk about match gimmicks, really.
But it's actually far less consistent than you think. Like, there's a lot of bad Rumbles.
Yeah, but there's way more good than that.
I guess so. In terms of actual stips, TLC is always good. Ladder, I think I prefer a ladder match to a TLC, actually.
I like a ladder match when there's something to actually grab.
Yeah.
There's too many times when it's like, let's have a ladder match. Why? Because flips. Kick Flip McFlip. What was the guy's name?
What?
That YouTuber?
Oh, Kip Clips.
Kip Flip, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you meant Flip Gordon.
Flip, no.
Okay. Yeah, Kip Clips. Shout out to Kip. He didn't join us. It was just an April Fool's joke. Huh?
Oh, yeah, we never heard from him, yeah.
No.
Oh.
Ross?
A TLC was going to be my other one. Partial to Elimination Chamber, me. Partial.
I like that.
Chicago Street Fight.
Glasgow Street Fight.
Yeah.
Happening at Shug's Who's Party
Is
Fight.
that
Something
Joe
like
and Chris, Hendry and Renfrew?
It will be, yes.
Yeah. I saw Joe in his promo. Chilling.
Renfrew's good when he's
Do you see Henry's
got
promo?
something to sink his teeth into.
See Henry's promo? Whoa.
See you and me.
Maybe I'm the insane one, Chris. Maybe I'm the crazy one. He's doing all his like nice little Edinburgh accent and stuff. He's like, maybe I'll put on a rear naked choke, and that's a blood choke, Chris. That's not an oxygen choke. That's a blood choke. And maybe Thomas Cairns or Sean McLaughlin won't let me release the hold in time. And then what happens, Chris? I'll see you there. And I was like, whoa! I've never seen it. I was like, this is terrifying. What a scary man. Because you forget that Henry's legit hard because he's just lovely, isn't he? Anyway. I like chairs match. No.
My favourite
match.
My favourite stipulation is Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Hair versus hair is always good as well.
Or mask versus hair or any of that sort of thing.
Oh, yes.
Career on the line, career versus title. I always get excited for a career versus title. Remember that Ziggler versus Miz career versus title? It was actually really good.
Best thing Ziggler's done
In a while, long time. Since cashing in Money in the Bank.
Champion,
Yeah. Inferno. No.
Just naming them now, are we?
I like a good last man standing match, but there's a lot of bad ones. I liked Owens and Ambrose when they did it. They did a really good last man standing match once at the Rumble.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, it was class. It was pure good.
We are just naming stipulations now, aren't we?
I'm saying that's good. the bloody... Have you ever seen that Japanese Rumble with 106 men in it or something? And it goes on...
DDT and the rest. Is that the
It's
one
like
that-
three promotions together.
Yeah.
Michinoku Pro, DDT,
Oh, we
and
missed a
someone
bit of
else.
news.
Oh,
A Japanese wrestling promotion used VAR.
yes, that was DDT.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I had to think
that.
then who's VAR? Say yeah.
Yeah. That's my promotion, that.
Just punchy
Yeah,
sunglasses.
by accident I was trying to beat my chest because I'm a former DDT Iron Man heavy metalweight champion.
That's right.
But I've never been to I've never...
I'm winning next week.
Stairs matches are good as well. No, they're not. Crap.
One answer, Maffew.
I know you named all of them. I'm trying to be wacky or something. Oh, anytime I eat, we have a no rub exploding.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Because even as a kid, I was watching them going, this is amazing. Loved them until my mate saw it and goes, hang on, if that's a real explosion, why is he not this bits of body flying out in the arena? I went, because he's really hard.
He's not O.J. Simpson and Fred Goldman.
Bro, he gets any weapon he wants to, including a grenade. What? Ring the bell. Ding, ding. Ring the bell.
Follow that, Sean.
Can't believe I didn't win
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. I wasn't beating O.J. Simpson. I hope that's some of these questions next week.
Oh, yeah,
Which killer would you have in a match?
Just before we leave, what won the Hall of Fame last week when I was off?
That's how I look at the board again. To further make this longer than it needs to be. It appears to be the
Renee
chop.
Young.
The
Renee
concept
Young.
of the chop. Which
Oh,
you
the
put
chop.
in.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Because I was ragging you going, I want the concept of the Irish whip to be in next week. And no one voted? I'm sorry, Jack.
That's all right. Lovely stuff.
End it.
Don't forget that our podcast is now available on Acast. Acast.com/Cultaholic. It's also on iTunes and will be on Spotify hopefully soon.
And the
of course-
Acast app.
And the Acast app. Patreon.com/Cultaholic is where you vote on the Hall of Fame and for all your other Patreon-based needs. And do the mailbag, I guess.
Mailbag@cultaholic.com.
And Maffew, anything to say?
If Jenna Samuels is watching, please get in touch just to prove that it wasn't me.
Don't bother
And
getting
if the other Jen is watching, you're a diddler. I
And
think
called
so.
John.
Yes. Jack, what's your Twitter or things to plug?
I Jack the Jobber. I've not really got anything to plug at the minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got your rap battle coming up.
I'm not doing a rap.
Yes, you are. Ross?
At Ross on Wrestling. Nout.
What a great week it's been.
You.
Football's coming home.
At Maffew Greg. Football's coming home. New video hopefully this weekend. And that StarCast thing that I plug every week. And Puppet Jack. I'll have a Twitter very soon.
Yeah, you probably will now that you've said that.
It'll be Puppet Jack at Huge Erection on the Bus.
Oh, right. That's it. Right. See you later.
Goodbye,
Join us,
join us.
everyone.